Hello, happy Monday. I hope this finds you well and ready for some mindfulness together today. This meditation is inspired by my garden and something that it needs on a regular basis. So, in the beginning, I paid a lot of attention to clearing out the soil, getting it ready for the seeds. I paid attention to the quality of seeds that we had and how often I watered it with the amount of sunshine that it needed in order to sprout. And now, what it needs most on an ongoing basis is weeding and pruning, and we also need that in our lives. I think I've put this in a mindfulness meditation before, and maybe even in this season, but it is so worthwhile that I just want to mention it again today and invite you into a meditation on what might need to be weeded and pruned from your life. So, if you will, imagine that you've got some of these clippers ready to prune and your fingers ready to pull, and just join me in closing your eyes and getting started with some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And now just dwell, if you will, for a moment on what might you need to weed from your life. Weeds are things that choke out the roots of a plant, and so therefore in our lives they are things that might be taking life, choking out the life. These might be habits or activities, maybe even relationships that take nutrients from you and your best self. So we've got to pull those away ever so often, really on a regular basis, to make sure that the plants can have enough room to spread those roots, and that we can as well grow stronger roots in what matters to us. And just receive whatever is coming up without judgment, but instead with curiosity. And next, I invite you to ask yourself, what might you need to prune from your life? Pruning is different than a weed, because you're pruning different things from a plant that are taking nutrients from what produces fruit. So in our lives, this looks like things that we might have done or had that served us well in the past, but are no longer serving our best selves or where we're headed. And so we might need to prune that off in order for the things in our lives that are strong and good, in order for those to grow stronger. So what might you need to prune? These can also be activities or habits, maybe even relationships, roles that we hold. A lot of times what needs pruning is something good overall, but is not serving well anymore. Again, just try to welcome this with curiosity instead of judgment. And now let's take this a step further and ask yourself what you might need in order to weed and prune these things from your life. Maybe courage. It might be permission. Wisdom. on having conversations that are kind but strong. And finally, I invite you to set a time frame for when you will take this step, when you'll get started weeding and pruning. And I encourage you to give yourself as short of a time frame as possible to create some urgency and make sure that you don't let that rationalization creep in. When you're ready, just bat your eyes open, and I hope this will bless you throughout the rest of your day and your week as you move forward with this intention. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.